Frans Thijssen and Arnold Muhren.
It's weird, isn't it?
God.
You know, like Lennon and McCartney, it's Lennon and McCartney. It's always Thijssen and Muhren.
Yeah.
Never Muhren and Thijssen.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. Yeah, because alphabetically it's not right either. But there you go. Perhaps it just rolls off. And again, as with most of these players I've picked, there's always a sort of backstory. And the backstory here goes back to 78 World Cup. 78 World Cup. I'm sure, Ben, you remember very well.
Argentina.
Argentina.
Ardiles, Luque, Kempes, 1-0.
There you go. There you go. So, 78 World Cup, remembered for Mario Kempes, probably Argentina.
And Holland not winning.
Well, yeah, Holland not winning. Mario Kempes, Argentina. Archie Gemmell's goal against Holland. And some ridiculous long-range goals from Holland.
And lots of ticker tape.
And lots of ticker tape. So, the backdrop of that
Dave,
was...
can I quickly interrupt? I love it when the commentary's going down the phone line.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it was.
There
was a bit of crackle and snap,
brilliant.
crackle and pop. So
go ahead, Sober.
So the background to that is Spurs, a real bit of a coup, signed these two. Keith Birkinshaw signed these two Argentinian World Cup players. One of which, Ozzy Ardiles. Now Ricky Villa, I think, was in the Argentina squad, but I'm sure he didn't. He certainly didn't take part much in the World Cup, I'm sure. And, mate, what you've got to realise, back then, that was just unheard of. It just didn't happen.
Right. But they would come to Europe, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think they would come to Europe.
To Italy and Spain,
But England, it just didn't happen. I mean, it was a surprise the year before or 2 years before when Keegan went, where's he gone? Hamburg? What's that all about? You know? And, you know, going back to the 60s, not players imported in, but Jimmy Greaves and Dennis Law went to play in Italy unsuccessfully.
So just putting two and two together quickly, this World Cup's occurred just after we've won the FA Cup, yeah?
Yeah, it has. Anyway, so that happens, and then we start the season. I'm sure he doesn't sign straight away. We start the season, we did. Played the 1978 Charity Shield, absolutely pummeled by Forest 5-0. And Robson signs Arnold, I want to say his full name, Arnold Johannes Hyacinthus Muhren, from
I love it.
FC 20, who we had played twice against in the UEFA Cup, and he signs him for £150,000.
Yes.
So I was at his first, and this is quite well known.
Dave, just go back to the World Cup. Did Muhren play in the final?
I don't think he did. Muhren or his. Or Thijssen, no. I don't think they took part in the World Cup at all. And again, need to check that. Someone out there will put us right. But
they weren't squad.
Could have been in the squad. Perhaps were in the preliminary squad, but didn't make the cut. Or I don't think they had any game time at all.
Okay.
I'm not sure they did. First home game he plays. I remember I was at this game against Liverpool.
Centre midfield, yeah.
Midweek game. Would have played left side.
Yeah.
Would have played Liverpool. 3-0 defeat. He hardly gets a kick. We were direct back then. We were even in the cup. The cup final year and that year, because as I went on before in previous weeks, we had Mariner and Wymark up front. We were direct.
With Walk running in.
And Talbot, who's crucial to this story actually, and Brian Talbot running through. We were we were very direct. So it needed a complete change. First game, Liverpool bossed. Lost 3-0.
Was this game at Portman Road?
Yeah. An evening game.
It's not the one where Kenny Dalglish scores.
No. But I will give you a Liverpool team check of that season. They won the league. They played
16 goals.
Yeah, you know it, don't you? Yeah. Played 42, won 30, drew 8, lost 4, 485, away 16. They just steel trap defence,
So for every 5 goals they scored, they conceded 1.
A barbed wire minefield around their penalty area, I think. But so struggled at first, and we just had to adapt to learn to play with Muhren, to learn to play through the midfield, which would show we were struggling, mate. First part of that season, 18 points for the 22 games up till Christmas. So only 2 points a game,
right.
18 points in 22 league games. And then I think it clicked because we had 2 defeats in 20 after Christmas,
right?
Including a defeat at Liverpool. We finished 6th, qualified again for Europe. Brian Talbot, great servant for Ipswich, great player, played in the cup final, local lad, came through the youth system, all action, got in the England squad, played for England whilst at Ipswich. Sold him to Arsenal early 79, 450,000.
3 times more than Muhren.
Yeah, and basically the story is, and I can remember this winter, real severe winter. I mean, winter of 1979, really bad one, a lot of snow, not only in the east of this country, obviously over on the continent as well in Holland. FC20 barely played a game, so they were basically skint, no money, no income coming in. And Robson picked up Frans Thijssen for 200,000 in February '79. So he's got basically Arnold Muhren and Frans Thijssen for a combined fee of £350,000, and he's cleared 100 grand there, hasn't he? He's cleared 100 grand. And it just went on. The next season we saw.
Where does Thijssen play then?
Tyson plays probably on the right of midfield. Walk would pretty much play through the middle there, and Tyson would play on the right.
And who completes that midfield?
Walk. Well, yeah. I mean, when it goes, I suppose the side again was evolving into just ahead of that. Obviously, is Gates Cup. Brazil Mariner.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. So Gates, that was so clever because Gates could drop back or play forward, would drop back. That number 10 role, such a clever. He just found a formation of playing, and really the side, the UEFA Cup side revolved around what Gates did. Such a clever player.
Who defended in that midfield?
I didn't need to, mate. The other side never barely had the ball, for Christ's sake. Anyway, so finished sixth that season. The next season, we finished next season. We finished third. So this was the 6-0 Man United season, and the two players, a totally different player. Because of the impact they had on the team itself, on the club itself, I really can't. I can't separate them, so I'm including them both, really. Muhren, left foot like a bloody wand. Incredible. Right. Just a silky left foot. Skin and bone, nothing on him, but just glided past people. Could drop his shoulder. Good God, what a left foot. And Thijssen, just a ball player, dribbler. Not quick. Skin and bone, thin as a rake, but had this real skill, and you've probably seen it. It like hook his foot round the ball and sort of manipulate it like that, and just clever player.
So innovative as well then,
just great players, mate. And so, we changed our style of football completely, and, looking back, the goals that, Muhren and Brazil were just almost telepathic. You could see it. Muhren would pick the ball up, Brazil would make the run, and the ball would be there on the old proverbial sixpence, Fantastic. I remember one game I went to, it was a big lot of trouble. League Cup replay at Norwich, probably back October 1980, quite a tight game, 1-1. Thijssen picks a ball up in midfield. You might have seen this.
Yes.
Thijssen picks a ball up in midfield, beats about, 6 players, beats about 4 players, in and out, weaves in and out, puts his foot on the ball, lays it back, and Muhren from about hits it first time, curls it.
But it's in before he's hit it.
Oh,
you just see by his body shape.
Beautiful. Other goals, I remember a Muhren volley past Shilton in a cup quarter-final at Portman Road. Right foot volley, just rifles it in. Yeah, rifles it in that same season. Thijssen scores in each leg of the UEFA Cup final, scores a volley in Amsterdam, scores a sort of header at Portman Road. Fantastic. They just complemented the
flair players,
brilliant, mate. Yeah, honestly. And whilst they were at Ipswich, started to get obviously Dutch recognition and certainly got back or certainly played and won a few caps in the Holland side. So that was it. I mean, Muhren stayed one more season. I think he had a clause in his contract. He stayed the season after the UEFA Cup 81-82, and again we finished second. And I think his contract was up, but I think he agreed. I think he initially signed a 2 or 3 year contract, but he agreed to stay another year, provided he got a free transfer at the end of that year, which he did. We didn't quite win the league. You had one more go at it. Then Robson left at the end of that league. Left for Man United on a free. And you remember, scored a pen, played in the 83 Cup final against Brighton, the replay, scored a pen, and most famously, the cross for
one of my favourite
goals,
Marco
van Basten
of all time, yeah.
In the Euro final.
88,
past Renat Desaev, I think, the Russian
Good
keeper.
Show. How did they get to the final?
214 games, 29 goals, so not bad return. Holland, 23 games, 3 goals. Muhren. Thijssen stayed one more year, almost one more year, left late in the 82-83 season for Vancouver Whitecaps, which was the move that Weimar made. 170 goals. He's not
games. Brett Pittman.
No, he's not, sorry. 170 games, 16 goals, 14 games, 3 goals for Holland. Later signed by Cloughie for Forest.
Was he really? I never knew that.
Yeah, I think whether he played a full season, not quite sure. Currently manager or caretaker manager, so I wikied, of Brisbane Roar.
What, in Australia?
Yeah, apparently so. There you go. And more importantly, they're both back here.
Yes.
This weekend for the Bristol City game.
I saw that on Twitter.
We've got to get along there with a microphone, haven't we? Surely, we've got to get along there with our microphone. So yeah, just absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I couldn't separate him. Two completely different style of players, but for the impact they had on the club,
on the style
of it just totally changed everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it, Arnold Muhren and Franz Thijssen. Yeah, worthy additions, I think.
Worthy additions.
Yeah, fantastic, mate.
Can we do comparative modern day players? Or
I know you're going to do this. You do this every time.
Wesley Sneijder.
No, not really. Thijssen was totally different. I mean, Muhren, yeah, there's a lot of players with Matic-like players. You know, he's not because he wasn't defensive, but a Matic-like player with a Matic type, all left foot, just all left foot.
Okay.
Brilliant. Thijssen, I don't know who you compare him to. Just
one-off.
Yeah, really. Thijssen really was a one-off because he just weirdly beat people, but not with pace. He could just beat people by just clever footwork. It's just you just don't see it now, you know. Yeah, both great, both brilliant, and yeah, that midfield. Well, yeah, who knows? He might get a mention somewhere down the line. That midfield with John Walk was just fantastic, really. And as I said, the whole setup, with that midfield three and the front three, when they're all fit, Mariner, Brazil, Gates, Muhren, Walk, Thijssen.
That is silly attacking.
That's just bloody stupid. But had they all, you can't say had they all stay fit. Like that season where we got pipped by Villa. Thijssen Muhren played a lot. Muhren played 41 of the, however, 66 by league games. Thijssen only played 31.
Really?
So less than half. So yeah, mate, absolutely. It's 2 stars, and like I said, like we both said, back at Ipswich this weekend by all accounts.
Great. So Franz Thijssen, Arnold Muhren, the Lennon and McCartney of Ipswich Town. So they're in at number 4.